I'm here with Tanya. She joined us as a graduate. So I'm going to ask her some questions around her experience and why you might want to consider joining as a graduate yourself. So you started here as a graduate. You would have gone from university to working here, possibly with no experience in a professional firm. Tell us about that transition.
Yes, I did not have any professional experience in the accounting industry field of things. The first 6 months was just like hit me like a truck, I guess. It was like a big change, but the good thing was that Munro's is really supportive with their staff. You know, you have people that have been here for longer, like the managers, the more senior graduates that help you with things. I can just go to someone's office and ask for help, and that was completely expected of you to go ask for help. Like the director, the manager is like, if you have anything, come to grab us for help. It's not, you're not annoying anyone. You're not a burden on someone. It was very easy, and you don't feel bad asking people for help.
Okay, so you got through that initial 6 months, a year, lots to learn there. What type of support do you get from a training perspective and doing your professional CA, CPA? Can you let graduates know about that?
Yes, so Munro's provide assistance financially and also as in helping people with any questions they may have with their either CA or CPA programs, completely up to the graduate which path they choose to go down. I've definitely have graduates come up to me in the last couple of years since I finished CA, asking, oh, what do you reckon? What do you think is better, CA, CPA? So definitely there's a freedom in what you choose there. Both programs are good as far as I can tell. And yet Munro's fully subsidised the studies and also the professional annual memberships after. You also nominate someone from the firm to be your mentor with the CA program anyways.
Tell us about working on client files, the type of work you do as a graduate, intermediate, and senior.
Yeah, definitely a lot of exposure to different clients across different industries, from primary producers to people operating a bus, a coach business, people in IT, engineers, pearl farmers. There's so many to name. It's definitely like eye-opening to get experience and exposure to different clients and different industries. I think, yeah, it's really good for your professional development and your understanding of accounting and stuff. Each client presents their own challenges and learning opportunities. So that's something I thoroughly enjoy. And even though I've been here for 5.5 years, even when you go back to work on that client in the following year or whatever, you still have the opportunity to learn new things, even though it's the same client. But yeah, it's really good. It's never a dull moment, I guess.
Can you talk to me about how you see people fitting in with our culture, and how you would describe our culture to someone?
Yeah, so I think Munro is a very easygoing environment. It's not serious all the time. I mean, there's a degree of seriousness dealing with clients and stuff like that, but everyone's very approachable. Is very easygoing. You can always go ask people for help. You chat about social things when you can, and we have a lot of social events and stuff. The social committee is great at work. There's always something going on, especially with Christmas, which is my favourite time because there's 3 different functions we can go to, which is excellent. Who doesn't love it? So December's a great time for us. But yeah, the culture in Munro is great. I particularly like the tight-knit nature of our firm. I've always been someone that's drawn to smaller to medium-sized firms, because you get a chance to interact with other people and you don't feel like you're just a cog in the machine, I guess.
So we have flexibility in the way we work. Do you want to describe the flexibility in the policies and, I suppose, how you've taken advantage of some of those flexibilities?
Yeah, so ever since COVID, we definitely have the opportunity to work from home like many other firms. So everyone on our team, have the opportunity to work from home if they want to. I There was a time after COVID, once the borders opened, I took about a couple of weeks off and flew back to Thailand where my family, they live there, and I was able to work from home. So it was really great because, I hadn't seen my family for 3 years because of COVID. So I could work from home a couple of days a week, take a bit of annual leave and go on a holiday with them. So that was really good. And, you can work from home in Australia. Let's say you've got a tradie coming over, which is always annoying. You can work from home and then everything's all good. You've got your Zoom meetings and all your technology that helps you with that.
I'd like you to explain to graduates what to expect, what they should expect as expectations on themselves. Going to have performance reviews, pay comes into it. What should they expect for their career?
So I think as a graduate, what I would have wanted to know was how I would be assisted and helped through my professional career. And I think that's something Munro's is really good at. I always felt supported with, the other members in the team, my manager, my director. They always offer their time to help me. So I think you can definitely expect to be assisted and helped. You're not just going to be thrown into the deep end and expect to, figure it out for yourself. We have our performance reviews every 6 months with the director of your team. It's a two-way conversation. They give you feedback on how you performed over the last 6 months, and then they ask you for your feedback about how you're going, how the team's going, what the firm can improve on. So it's not a one-way thing. You have the chance to give feedback and reflect on your own performance as well. So, and then with the performance, you also get the review of your salary and wages, which is always great. It's very fair, very competitive. Nothing better to say, I guess.
You've had the opportunity to be here for several years now. Tell me about that, your own career progression and what opportunities you've seen others take advantage of.
So definitely reflecting back to when I started, especially the first 6 months, I've definitely learned a lot. But the thing is, there's still so much more to learn. I look at the jobs I've done and looking at the jobs I'm doing now, I'm still learning a lot. I still go to other people's offices to ask for the help and assistance. So that hasn't changed, but I've definitely learned a lot more than how I started. Sorry, I forgot.
About your career progression as well. You started as a graduate. What other opportunities have you had and seen?
Yeah, so I started off as a graduate, and now I'm a manager for the team. And yeah, it's been great to become manager. I get more responsibilities, more opportunities to help with the younger graduates as well that's come in. Even though I help them with their work, I also am able to learn through them, reflect, because they're quite fresh in their career and their professional career. You can learn through how they think and stuff, which makes me a better accountant as well, to be able to kind of see other people's point of views and reflect their thinking process and develop my own. And I think one thing that will make someone great as an accountant is to be able to explain a concept to other people. You can understand things inside your head, but to be able to explain to other people and make them understand, I think that's a mark of success.
Feel welcome to give any advice you can think of to the graduates who may be watching this, and particularly help them understand whether or not Munro's will be a good fit for them.
Yep, so I might be biased, but Munro's is great. I think one of the great things is you don't have to do overtime, and it's definitely not expected of you. I know that other accounting firms, you might have to do a lot of overtime and feel really burnt out and things, but Munro's is excellent, with the balance of, there's work-life balance, social functions that, makes you a bit excited to go into work and stuff's always great. I think one of the things that I really get out of Munro's is the ability to learn. I know I've said that a lot before, but you're just constantly learning every day. There's a challenge. There's problem solving in every day you come into work. So if you want to develop your career and become a really good accountant, business advisors, I think Munro's would be a great workplace for you.